Hi, it's Randy. This is the fourth and final video on my conclusions and thoughts about the implications of this paper that I've read partially, and I will post somewhere the link to the article. I'm kind of bad at doing that because I get too anxious, and I also do these videos from my phone, so it's kind of hard for me to post these links to the article, but I will post it someplace, maybe in comments. Someone asked for it. So basically, porn online is artificial arousal. It's not natural arousal. So it's messing with the brain, and basically it's unnatural, artificial. So things that are artificial really aren't good. That's not what the human body was made to do, was to become artificially aroused. The porn is not a real person. It's not personal, and it's voyeuristic. So there's that removed sense, that additional sense of detachment. Although I do understand that men, when they're watching it, will kind of really identify with being that male porn star and actually put himself in the place of the male in the porn video. So that's depersonalization again. That's self-inflicted. Another point is that orgasm for the female victim in a porn justifies and distorts the act. So if the female porn star or victim of rape in a porn video has an orgasm, that justifies and distorts the whole act, because there will be this rationalization that, well, her body responded, so she must have liked it. It kind of says that women, will like rape, and they like being degraded. And you can compare this to child sex abuse, where the child eventually, or even initially, may actually have good feelings or sexual arousal while they're being abused, which people don't like to talk about, and it makes many victims of child abuse feel extreme shame and guilt because their body responded to the abuse, which produces extreme guilt, because, you see, we can't control the way our body responds, and if the child doesn't go into that dissociative place where they leave their body, they could actually their body could actually be responding to the abuse, because when we're touched, we do respond, whether or not it's an appropriate kind of touch or a person that's doing it. So that's what that reminded me of, the female porn star orgasming to some kind of a rape and abuse scene. The narcissists have low attachment and trauma related around attachment. So those are problems that come from childhood. And if that were not bad enough, what this porn online is doing is it's taking men that actually already maybe had some healthy attachments to parents, and maybe had little trauma in their childhood, and then watching the porn as a older person leads to the loss of attachment. So even if they developed a good attachment, enough porn watching will cause a loss of the attachment. So both ways you lose. It removes the need for men to use that motivation and drive and conquest for achievement to actually build a relationship with a woman in order to, get the attachment, emotional connection, and sex that they want. It removes that, porn removes the need that men would have to conquest. And that is a thing that you need to do for your masculinity. It is a part of masculinity. So therefore, without that drive and motivation to achieve and conquest, you're going to actually be less masculine. That's what you're conditioning yourself to do. And then I wanted to say that men use this argument that porn reduces rape. In other words, that if we didn't have porn, they worry that there would rape and violence would go up. It's a silly argument. So the men conditioning themselves to lack motivation and effort in trying to actually achieve a real relationship with a woman. This has probably contributed to television that we see portraying men as dumb guys and, fools, that they complain about this. But the thing is that they've created this view of themselves in the eyes of women by falling easy prey to porn and being so easily manipulated by it and controlled by it, that they can be seen as dumb, Fred Flintstone types, and they've done it to themselves. Feelings of guilt and shame that a man might have while watching porn, and those feelings, I'm not sure which men realize this, but when you have these feelings, it's spirit notifying you that there's something wrong and to pay attention to it. But we really don't develop or learn that we should pay attention to our emotions and feelings, not deny them, but actually look at them, because it's trying to tell us something. The increased porn use increases the expectations on a partner, and unrealistic expectations, that is, and promotes isolation, and these expectations lead to disappointment. So you're creating disappointment for yourself, and why would you do that? I don't know. It removes love and attachment from the equation, removes motivation and effort. You get the reward without any effort, and that increases the sense of entitlement. And we know that people are talking about how this newer generation is so entitled, and the problems that entitlement causes people. 12 to 15 years has passed. It's just my estimate on high-speed internet when it's become widely available to people. So, of course, we didn't know what the effects of this was going to be, but we're seeing the effects, and I posit that these are serious effects. And we've also seen a decrease in marriage, and an increase in all sorts of stuff that can be related to this. Some of it's theory, a lot of it has a lot of proven basis, but it's a little late, because once you become addicted and you've grown up on it and conditioned, it's not going to be really easy to kind of go back from this. And the last thing is that porn watchers don't realize or care about how the porn affects them, their own bodies, and their brains, and how it affects women. Yet they wonder why there's an increase in the rates of divorce, and they start to see women as either acting like men, which they conditioned us to be by lying to us and telling us that their behaviors regarding this porn watching were just normal, and that this is how they want us to be, is really accepting of all this stuff, when naturally we wouldn't be. And then also they see women as being incapable of loving, which is a big MGTOW premise. So maybe women are becoming less capable of loving, but it's not less capable. Maybe they're just becoming more untrusting or mistrustful of men. And this would be a natural consequence to the feeling that women would have of being emotionally and psychologically unsafe around men. So, yes, we would appear then to be unable to love, because emotional and psychological safety is one of our needs in order to truly open up and be able to love and give the way that we were meant to do. Well, thanks for listening to this series. I hope that it made some sense, and I hope that you'll share it with other people that aren't aware of this. And beware, when you do share it, you're going to get a lot of backlash from them. They don't want to hear this kind of truth. Thanks, and have a great day.